What is up, guys? It's Andy here. Welcome to Painfully Honest Advice. So I just bought my first real estate investment property, and I'm very happy to say that it cost me $0. If you're looking to buy your first real estate investment property, I'm going to share with you guys how you can buy that property and have it cost you $0, and how you can live in that property for free. Plus, why I recommend buying a duplex over a single family house. I mean, upfront, you will need money to put down, but I'm going to show you how you're going to get 100% of your full investment back, plus you are going to be living in that property for free. So this property that I'm sharing with you guys cost me $0, plus because I have 2 units and it's a duplex, I am earning a rental income of $1,750 per month. So let me go ahead and share with you guys how I came across this journey and why I decided that I want to go ahead and invest in real estate. Now, 6 months ago, I started looking for properties, and I went on different websites like Zillow, MSL listings to find different properties in my market. And finally, because all my friends are in real estate, I decided that, hey, I just need to get into this. And it was always stopping me in the past because I just never had the time or didn't know what it really took financially. So I started doing my own research and I started talking to different brokers just to understand which markets are up and coming and what's the trend in the markets. Along with that, I like to ask a lot of questions whenever I meet with a broker or whenever I talk to different brokers, because the more you ask, the more information that you'll find out. Along with, when you actually go sightsee properties with different brokers, you want to find out what are some of the things that they look for if they were to invest in that property. So you do find out a lot of information. Some of the things that I actually look for and some of the recommendations that I got from different brokers is to look at the age of the house, look at how old the roof is, how old the furnace is, how the plumbing is on that house. And also you want to find out what the taxes are in that particular area. Plus, also, if you're looking to rent the house, you want to find out how much rent you're getting for a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom in that particular area. So after looking for a couple months, I actually found a great house right by a university near me. And basically, I really liked this house just because it was near a university and it'd be easily rentable. So I talked to my broker and we went ahead and submitted an offer. So the asking price for this house was actually $165,000. And because it's near a university, I knew it was going to be a multiple bid offer. And because it's just really attractive and it's easily rentable. So I decided to go ahead and put a bid higher than the asking. So I put a bid in for $175,000. But of course, the bid got declined. And that's because somebody else had outbid me there. And I think the house actually sold at about $182,000. Now that was a really attractive house just because it was right by the university. But hey, at that point, I did not give up. I went back to the drawing board and I went back to reaching out to my broker and had him put me on a list for MSL listings. Basically, anytime that a property comes on the market, I would get notified and I would get an email. Now, if you're not familiar with MSL listings, it's basically a listing that a broker can put you on. And anytime there's a property that goes on the market, it will show up on that MSL listing. Now, the best benefit of doing this is because when you want to purchase a house and you want to get the best deal, you really want to be the first one there. And by doing this, you'll be notified right away. So after another couple months, playing the waiting game and checking out different open houses, I found another great property. And this was another duplex, which is basically a 2-family unit. And this was located downtown. Now, you may be asking, what exactly is a duplex? Because I did mention a duplex a couple times. Now, a duplex is basically a 2-unit property where you can rent out both units, or you can live in one unit and you can be renting out the other unit. So I decided to place a bid immediately as soon as I seen it come on the market. I basically went and drove down that same day to check out the house, check out the foundation, and just look around the house. And the asking price for that property based on the listed price was $190,000. And because I was the first one to place a bid, I placed a bid on that property for $180,000, given the contingency that the seller will have to let me know within 24 hours if he's going to accept the bid or not. Because I knew this was a great property and it's downtown, I didn't want to go through another issue of a multi-bid war. Not like an actual war, but like a bidding war. Well, guess what? The seller accepted the bid and I was on my way to buy my first real estate investment income property. Now, in my case, because I already own another property that I currently live in, this was solely going to be an investment property for me. So out of both of the units, I was expecting to get rent. And with the duplex, you actually have the same exact financing options as you do with a single family house. And the expenses are very similar, where you might have a mortgage payment, you have taxes, you have insurance, and you might have maintenance and repair cost. Now I'm going to show you guys how I bought this property and it cost me $0, plus how I was able to get my full investment back within 3 months, meaning like all my money. So like I'd mentioned, I bought this property for $180,000, but it was listed at $190,000. Now the downstairs unit is actually 2.5 bedroom, and from the downstairs unit, I currently get $1,100 in rent a month. And from the upstairs unit is actually 1.5 bedroom, and from the upstairs unit, I actually get $650 a month. So because I'm so good at math, the total monthly rent that I was getting from this property was $1,700 a month. Now, based on the purchase price for $180,000, I did not have that money upfront to put down for this investment. So I did need to get a loan on the property. And because this is considered an investment property for me, for an investment property, you do need to have 20% down at least. So taking out my handy dandy calculator, 20% of $180,000 was $36,000. So after the purchase, I decided to do some minor cosmetic work and do some minor repairs around the house. And some of the things that I actually did is just get some painting done, replace some of the light fixtures, do some of the cleanup outside and around the house as well as the inside of the house. And then I actually waited about 3 months and I applied for a home equity loan, which is basically an equity loan, and it's a second loan that you can actually get on the house. And based on the appraised value of the house, you can actually borrow up to 90% on that home equity loan. Now, because I had done all those repairs and some of the cosmetic work just to make the house look better and fix up a bunch of the things to appreciate the value of the house, when the bank did the appraisal, the house actually appraised at $220,000, which was in line with some of the other houses around the area. So based on the appraised value of $220,000, I can take out 90% of that with this home equity line. But the maximum I can actually take out is 90%, which would be $198,000 minus how much I already have taken out in my first loan. And because my first loan is for $144,000, the maximum that I can actually take out from this home equity loan is $54,000. Now I know this can all sound a little confusing here, so stick with me here for a second, guys, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can get your full investment back. So my total out of pocket for this property was $42,000, which was the initial $36,000 for the 20% down plus the $6,000 in closing cost. Now with this home equity loan, let's say I get this home equity loan for $42,000. At that point, I actually get my full investment back. That's correct. I just got my full money back by taking out a home equity loan, and this house just cost me $0. But because I'm gonna have a second loan on that home equity loan, the total monthly for that loan, it's gonna cost me $220 a month. But if I add the $220 to my already existing payment of $870 a month, the total combined payment every month is gonna come to $1,090. But you gotta remember that I get $1,100 in monthly rent payments just from my downstairs unit. So that $1,100 more than covers my total monthly loan payments on a monthly basis. And that's how this house is actually costing me $0. Plus, I did say that you can live in this house for free. Because the downstairs is covering all your expenses, the upstairs is really not costing you any money. So you can live in this house for free. But in my case, what I've actually done is I've also rented out the upstairs. So I'm getting 2 rental incomes and I'm making an extra $650 from the upstairs. And with that cash that you just got back from the property, you can either reinvest it and buy another property, or you can invest it in the stock market and actually have you grow even more income, or you can just give it to me. I mean, you could just give it to me. Plus, there are additional benefits of actually owning real estate that I really did not get into, but I do want to mention these because they are worth mentioning. Each month, when you actually pay your mortgage, you are paying a part of that as principal. And when you sell this house, you will actually get all that principal back. So you do have all that money that you will get back at the end when you do decide to sell this house, and it's building equity over time as well. Plus, there are a lot of tax write-offs that you can actually use by owning a real estate property. So my final advice on this is going to be to to make sure that you do your homework before you invest in a property, and make sure that the property has positive cash flow, meaning that the rent covers all your expenses and that this house is costing you $0 every month. But that is gonna be a wrap for this video, guys. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as I post twice a week on this channel in regards to personal finance, business, and investing. If you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure to also follow me on Instagram at Painfully Honest Advice. And the last thing, guys, if you want some free money and free stock, make sure to take advantage of Webull. Webull offers you 2 free stocks for setting up an account and a second free stock for investing at least $100 in that account. I did put a link down in the description if you want to check that out. But I will see you guys at the next one. Have a great day.